What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Stanley Parable. And we're back with Jack.
Hey, guys.
We're just going to jump straight into this, try to find another ending.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I think we all know who Stanley is.
Stanley worked for a company and all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You know, there's a way to get out one of those windows.
Really?
There is. You can't jump in the game, but you can climb up one of the desks.
In this room?
Yes. You're kind of retarded about it, aren't you?
A little bit. I think you're pulling my leg.
Go to the 434 cubicle. That's the one.
I found it.
If you go at the right angle, you'll get up it. I believe in you. Run at it. Get it.
That's what she said.
I think that's the way to crouch too.
Oh, I'm up.
You may have to crouch.
Time to click buttons.
You're gonna fall off the table. Try working your way around the cubicle divider. Steady.
Oh.
Nope, you're retarded.
Don't have to tell me, I already know. I'm up.
Maybe you have to climb on the computer. Try getting a running start. At this rate, we're going to have to edit out because it's taking you so long. Alright, well, we ended up giving up on that.
Yeah, we did.
So we're going to move on to better things in life.
Yeah, this time my goal is to actually explore a little bit. Because last time I did not. And last time I ended up getting crunched. Better lack of terms. I think I like being
You have to
crunched.
click the doors if you're going to try to open them.
Oh. Well, I feel retarded. I mean, that don't make sense, right? I gotta go back to all the doors. Oh, that was a fail. That was a fail too. Did I click this door? Did I click this one?
That was like everything.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I will go to the left. So last time I went to the right.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright guys, here are some life hacks. How to solve... That is not the life hack. That is not the life hack either. this might have been a very bad idea. Everyone is unique. You most of all. That is definitely a life hack. There's one more on here I would like to share with you. That is not it either.
Never have slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides.
Read at which charts. Okay, guys. Well, you will probably never find out what the true life hack was. So, moving right along. Let's try it one more time. Oh. Nope. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Oh, I got a door.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Whoa. There's got to be something here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
He really wants you to leave.
He does, doesn't he?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't think there is anything in this closet, guys.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Any tips, bro?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm clicking everything.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, that went dark really quickly.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainable... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know what the point of that broom closet was. I clicked to every direction there possibly was.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What do you think makes the key number extra secret?
I forgot the number.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. "2845.
I really messed up again.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistic, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Isn't this what I did last time?
That's exactly what you did last time.
Just discombobulated.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Are you sure you don't want to try to escape again?
No, I failed last time I did that.
You having issues?
A little bit.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm so confused.
Why?
Because I just feel like there should be more.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
There's a
nature
lot
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I wonder if they actually matched all the monitor numbers with the screens at every cubicle.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I guess so.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's a big red button and I want to press it. It won't let me press it.
You can push the small buttons.
Don't want the small buttons, I want the big button.
So many buttons.
So many buttons and
You're really not doing much with your life, are you?
No, I'm not. Oh.
All the buttons you want to press.
I hate my life. Don't understand. Well, that proved pointless.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
He's given up.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. choices. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice? Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
What the F? I think I clicked on every single button I could.
Maybe there wasn't a button to click on.
I'm so confused.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You shut your whore mouth.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I have finally declared that this narrator and I are not friends anymore. I do not want to follow your path.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
This guy's a jerk.
Alright, everybody, I think that's going to wrap up this Stanley Parable episode. Next Saturday, there will definitely be another episode, maybe even sooner, because I'll be gone. And, yeah, hopefully Jack can think outside the box next time, because he's so straightforward-minded. It's crazy. He's just so stupid. I know. It's just don't hate on him in the comment section. But yeah, he's just real dumb. All right, see ya.